1 in 6 women face stalking, driven by rejection, jealousy, revenge, or heartbreak, with somehow bring ill intent. So ladies, you definitely should give the show a watch. Otherwise, you might miss some real-life thriller warnings. After getting the report, Bess and Jack of the stalking threat investigation team rushed to the scene like superheroes to investigate. It turns out that he simply regarded this place as a mere rest lounge. Not only that, he even took a little nap here. Subtitle: Jack also deduced that the murderer was a male, since the heinous act of burning someone alive is indeed a typical behavior exclusively associated with men. But Bess wondered, since the killer enjoyed the stalking game, why would he wrap up the fun? Did he lose the script? From the neighbor, they learned that Kate had been stalked for a while, and had moved here to escape. With the neighbor humorous, she initially suspected her ex, Larry, but when she asked him, he flat out denied it like a pro. As Kate didn't sue Larry, relationships are hard to maintain. Surprisingly, Bess and Jack soon found Larry cheating on his wife. He thought Larry was still pining for him, but Larry confidently waved that off. Larry claimed his midlife crisis sought a thrill, and had a solid alibi. Cheers to that. But while the case was stalled, a new stalking murder appeared. A female worker encountered a masked man in the elevator on her way home. Fortunately, the killer failed, and the woman just got some burns on her eyes, a graceful injury. The woman revealed that the stalker had been on her tail for a year, but didn't inflict any harm. Talk about patience. Coincidentally, Bess questioning revealed she knew Kate but had little contact. She now lives in Kate's former apartment, where the killer had stalked Kate to talk about destiny. Bess asked about her connection to Kate. The woman said Kurt, her trainer, introduced them. Bess then told Jack an obvious conclusion. Kurt, the fitness trainer, must be the mastermind behind it all. Jack decided to split up and go find Kurt at the gym. Kurt revealed he recommended the woman rent the deceased's apartment because Kate was eager to rent it out. Little did they know, Larry was also Kurt's student. What secret could this tangled web hide? Jack and Bess were on a seamless mission, and they discovered the woman had an attic with a secret peephole. This proved the killer was spying from the attic, and upon fingerprint comparison, they shockingly identified Larry, Kate's ex. The police immediately put Larry under surveillance, but surprisingly, he denied all wrongdoing at first. What a clever little fox. But when they discovered the videos on his computer showing Larry secretly filming the victims, it was just as if Pandora's box had been opened. Subtitles: A shadow flashed in the video, hinting Larry had an accomplice. Sadly, his lawyer barred questions on this. With no choice, Jack decided to work on Larry's wife to find a breakthrough, becoming quite the busy bee. Exploring all the things he couldn't do, Jack unexpectedly made a new friend, fitness instructor Kurt. After hearing his wife's tale, Jack seemed to see the light and pieced everything together instantaneously. Turns out it was all a game between Larry and Kurt, both seeking thrills to satisfy their midlife crises. Larry had a soft spot for Kate, while Kurt favored another victim. The plot was twisting and turning. When both were rejected at the same time, Kurt decided to eliminate both women for new targets. What a creatively dark twist. The problem was, no one knew where Kurt was hiding. The police took precautions for possible victims, but he kidnapped the woman and doused her with gasoline at the gym, planning for a full blaze moment, but luckily Jack arrived just in time. Faced with the police, Kurt had no plans to surrender, ready to ignite a high-profile flame, but was shot by Jack, bringing the case to a close. However, Jack and Beth's story continues. What sort of case awaits them next? The show is hailed as one of the scariest in TV history, leaving viewers scared and sleepless. And this terror doesn't come from visuals. It arises from the soul's depths, like a ghostly whisper. After watching, viewers shared a spine-tingling experience, with some claiming they wouldn't dare walk home alone at night. Now, let's dive into this thrilling suspense series, The Stalker, where the story is just beginning. The girl was chatting with her best eye when her brother Thomas suddenly said, "A stranger broke into the house." She froze like a statue. Indeed, someone had been stalking her, and she realized the front door had been mysteriously opened. At first, she was just suspicious, but now she was sure someone had entered. She quickly grabbed her brother and ran out. As they reached the door, a mysterious man in black appeared, like a movie scene. Fortunately, at the last second, the girl desperately unlocked the door and escaped to talk about quick thinking. The original translation, but the scarier events were yet to come. The next day, the stalking threat teams Bess and Jack received a call and rushed to the scene to create their own legend. It is also very accurate and well expressed. Here's a slightly more concise version, adhering to the instruction reduced by 12 words from a comparable length, but worse was to come. Next day, Bess and Jack of the threat team got a call, rushing to the scene to forge their legend. It turned out the girl escaped with the help of her neighbor. Her name was Hannah. She claimed she had felt stalked for ages, yet had no evidence, and everyone brushed off her concerns. Meanwhile, Jack found a set of footprints in Hannah's garden. What a thrilling lead! Following the prints, he reached a treehouse that was perfectly positioned to spy on the whole house. Plus, there were plenty of unsavory items inside, clearly the stalker's hideout.